Hi, I'm Francesca and I'm going to give you a practice that's going to help you to get ready for a really nice deep sleep. So this is going to help to regulate your nervous system and prepare you for a deep sleep and wake up feeling more energized and refreshed. So we're going to start by laying down onto our back, and we're going to come into a posture that is called corpse pose or shavasana. We're going to take our arms away from the body and we're going to come into a body scan. So start by just taking a deep breath in through your nose. Really breathe into the lower belly and then breathe out through the nose. And if it's easier, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. You might want to do that anyway to release any stress from the day. Okay. So begin by bringing your attention to the back of your heels. Notice the weight of the back of the right heel, the left heel. Does one heel feel heavier than the other? Avoid analysing any of this information. We're noticing our body's patterns that it's created in response to stress. Bring your awareness to the back of your knees and notice how much space is there between the floor and the back of your knees. And bring your awareness to the back of your pelvis. If you were laying in sand, what would the imprint of the back of your pelvis look like now? Would it be more into the right or the left? Bring your awareness to your lower back and notice the space between the floor and the lower back. How much space can you feel? What about your left lower back? Does that feel closer to the ground? Or the right lower back? Does that feel closer to the ground? What about your shoulder blades? If you were laying in sand, is the right shoulder blade more deeply imprinted into the ground or the left? Bring your awareness to the back of your head. Notice, does the weight go more over to the right or the left? Now bending your knees, feet into the floor, take your arms out to shoulder level. You might just want to lift up your pelvis and place it back down. We're going to come into a movement that's called the washrag. Okay, so this is about wringing out any tension from the center of your body. Let your knees go lightly over to the right, but not all the way to the ground. Imagine your right arm is like a rolling pin and you're going to spin that right arm forward and down and press the back of the left shoulder blade into the ground. Take a deep breath in into your belly. And as you breathe out, melt the back. Now pull the tummy in towards the back of the spine to bring your knees back to the center. Release your arms and your leg and the thigh muscles and your head. Tip your knees to the left. Turn the left arm forward and down and press the back of the right shoulder blade into the ground. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, melt the right side waist. Draw the belly button in towards the back of the spine. Bring your knees back to the center and release the shoulders and the back. With this practice, less is more. Bring your awareness to the back of your pelvis. So right arm spins forward and down, back of left shoulder blade presses into the ground. Pull the tummy in towards the back of the spine and bring your knees and your arms back to the center. So we're practicing a somatic movement that's called the washrag. And what we're doing is we're working with neuroplasticity. We're working with the brain to muscle link. So with your eyes closed, notice the contraction of the muscles in your shoulder. And then notice as you pull your navel in towards the back of the spine as the muscles release and relax in your shoulder and your arm. Allow your knees to go over to the left. Let your left arm roll forward and down and press the back of the right shoulder blade into the ground. And pulling the tummy in and back and slowly coming back to the center. Take your attention into the lower back. So notice how nice that feels. It's like a massage. As you notice that sensation of rolling from one hip to the other. Good. And then come back to the center. Slide your legs down again. And take a breath in. And as you breathe out, notice the lower back. Notice your shoulders. Has anything changed? Now we're going to bend our knees up. We're going to place our hands onto the lower belly. We're going to come into a movement that's called arch and flatten. We're going to take our chin into our chest and then breathe into the lower belly and roll the tailbone forward. Now take the back of your hands and press your hands into the lower back, the back of your hands into the lower part of your spine. You're creating what's called sensory feedback for the brain. So closing your eyes, feel how those muscles in your lower back are contracting and feel how the muscles in your abdomen are lengthening. Slowly release your head and release the muscles in your lower back. And then completely switch off the muscles in your lower back. Let's repeat that. Take the chin into the chest. Breathe into your lower belly. Roll your tailbone forward. Take a deep breath in. And then slowly release the lower back. So take your brain into the lower back and notice those muscles as they release back to neutral and then switch off completely. Now bring your arms beside you. Take your chin all the way back as far as you can. Press your lower back into the ground. So now your abdominal muscles are contracting, your chest muscles are contracting, chin is all the way back, as far back as it can be. And then slowly bringing your head and spine back into neutral and completely relaxing. Do that again. Take your chin all the way back. Send your ribs down to your hips. Pull your tummy in and back. And then slowly coming back to neutral. Now you can place your hands onto your ribs just to make sure that you're contracting your abdominals. So chin goes back, so the opposite is happening. The abdominals are contracting, lower back and upper back muscles are lengthening. And then slowly bringing your head and spine back to neutral. Relax your arms beside you. Let's continue. Let's bring that together. Take the chin into the chest. Breathe into the lower belly. Slowly release the lower back. Let everything relax. And then go the other way. Take the chin back. Press the lower back into the ground. And then slowly come back to neutral. Take your chin into your chest, breathing into the lower belly. Slowly releasing, taking your chin all the way back. And then back into neutral. So this movement is really good if you get lower back pain. It will help to mobilize your lower back and release your lower back muscles. Now let your knee tip out to the side, slide the leg down, same on the other side. Take a deep breath in, now squeeze the glutes, make fists with the hands, take a breath in, and then release your hands, your lower back and your face. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, roll your head from side to side, rolling your head to the right, to the left, to the center, to the right, to the center, to the side, and then back. Bend your knees now. So this is our last movement. We're going to cross the left leg over the right, and we're going to roll the back of the pelvis over to the left. Shoulder blade presses into the ground, head to the left. We're going to draw the navel in and back. We're going to roll the head and the pelvis to the right. See if you can synchronize the movement so your head is moving at exactly or near enough exactly at the same time as your pelvis. Take your brain into your lower back and the back of your pelvis and notice that sensation of rolling from one side to the other. So this practice is meant to feel very pleasant, very enjoyable, like you are massaging your body from the inside. Okay, and then uncross that. Do the same on the other side. Cross your right leg over your left and take a breath in. And as you breathe out, roll from your right hip to your left and to the center. Rolling from the right hip to the left, to the center. Keep breathing. letting go of any tension. Good. And then let that go. Slide your legs down. Now we're going to make fists with our hands. We're going to squeeze our back muscles, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the cheeks, the face, and then as slowly as you can, release the back of your body, release the hands. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. So I hope that this gives you a really deep night's sleep. Remember to minimize anything that could overstimulate your mind after your practice. Consider switching off your devices at least an hour before going to sleep, and avoid watching anything that will be too stimulating to the mind, like the news or anything that is kind of going to make you feel worried or anxious. So nice deep practice, get ready for your bed, keep the room nice and cool, and enjoy your sleep. See you next time.